Te Whare Tapa is a Māori model of health used to help Māori patients achieve the best possible health outcomes through Māori cultural methods. This model is pictured as a house. It includes 4 different aspects of what things need to be considered when regarding a patient. The 4 aspects are the walls of the house and refer to taha tiana, which is physical health, taha hinorango, which is mental health, taha whānau, which is family and social relationships, and taha wairoa, which is spirituality. When a healthcare professional does not have one or all of the aspects considered or established, then the house will fall down, leading to serious consequences for a patient. For example, a patient may no longer trust health professionals because of a bad incident, and consequently, the treatment offered will be unsuccessful. This presentation will explain why Māori models of health are important, what similarities and differences are to Western understandings of health. This presentation also provides an overview of Te Whare Tapa Whā, and it describes key issues related to health for Māori and mental well-being. This presentation also suggests ways that Te Whare Tapa Whā may improve health outcomes for Māori and mental well-being.
Te Whare Tapa Whā is an application to well-being and model for understanding Māori health. It recognises health as a balance between wairua, hinengaro, tinana and whānau. It allows Māori a sense of ownership over health and is relevant to education, well-being and future development. Te Whare Tapa Whā was first promoted in 1982 by Tupuna Tahira, Irihāpiti Murchie, Henry Bennett, Jim Hodges and Mason Jury. With its strong foundations and 4 equal sides, the symbol of the wharenui illustrates the 4 pillars of Māori well-being. Should one of the 4 pillars be missing or in some way damaged, a person or a collective may become unbalanced and subsequently unwell. The 4 different aspects of Te Whare Tapa Whā guide people to consider what people find important in their lives. Physical health, mental health, family social relationships and spirituality all have a large impact on a person's mental well-being. Taha tinana, physical health. A person may also suffer if they do not do the right things to support their physical appearance. Taha hinengaro, mental health. A person may lose a connection with who they are and may distance themselves from the world if their mental health is put at risk. Taha whānau, family and social relationships. A person's relationship with their friends and family is important to help them feel good or motivated. Taha wairua, spiritual. People can feel lonely and isolated if they do not have a connection to their cultural beliefs, morals and values.
Contemporary Māori models of health are important because they aim to educate tauiwi health practitioners on how Māori can be supported within a holistic, kaupapa Māori-driven framework. These models are needed to change the balance of power in a health system that caters most exclusively the needs of a dominant Pākehā health perspective while dismissing the Te Ao Māori worldview on health and well-being. Māori Models of Health affirms Māori rights to equity under Article 3 of Te Tiriti o Waitangi. Models like Te Whare Tapa Whā help tauiwi health practitioners to understand Māori health concepts, principles and values so that they can better engage with Māori and their whānau. Ultimately, it is hoped that the implementation of Māori Models of Health will help to achieve more equitable health outcomes for Māori. Māori Perspectives in Health incorporates traditional holistic thinking as described in Mason Dewey's Te Whare Tapa Whā Māori Health Model. Prior to colonisation, Māori had a strong health system enforced under the regulatory system of tapu and noa. These regulations sought to care for the community as a whole, prevent illness and to ensure the protection of future generations, whereas the westernised health perspective takes a biomedical approach, largely ignoring the interconnection between tinana, hinengaro, whānau and wairua. It tends to focus instead on individual treatment rather than population health and the long-term benefits of preventative health action. However, there are some similarities in Māori and westernised perspectives in health, including the requirement for healers and westernised health practitioners to meet set criteria in order to graduate from an institution, or for Māori to earn the right to practice as tohunga. Another similarity is the process by which an illness is diagnosed and treated. Both Māori and westernised approaches undertake an historical investigation to assist in a diagnosis and to determine the treatment plan. Both Western and Māori approaches recognise the importance of whānau involvement in order to support the patient's recovery plan.
Whānau make up one of the core walls of the Te Whare Tapa Whā model and are vital for support when taha hinengaro is in balance. Taha hinengaro is another of the core walls that make up a person's overall well-being. Within taha hinengaro are a number of issues that Māori face when seeking resolution of their problems. The first is the differentiation of how mental health issues are seen personally, interpersonally, and within a community. The way a person recognises mental health issues is different for Māori than it is for people of other cultural backgrounds. This is important for health services and providers to understand so that the appropriate treatment support method for patient and whānau can be recommended. Another key issue is an unmet need for receiving treatment. Māori are 1.5 times as likely to report having experienced a mental health issue as non-Māori. This high rate of affliction illustrates the need for proactive intervention within Māori communities to target taha hinengaro. This intervention should be constructed by use of the Te Whare Tapa Whā model. This approach provides a truly holistic treatment method for mental health issues. Encompassing all 4 walls of Te Whare Tapa Whā, a patient troubled by their mental health would receive support in their tinana, wairua and whānau, along with treatment for their hinengaro. Addressing all aspects of a person's life and assessing what is lacking is not common outside of Māori culture. This is problematic when the majority of health services available in New Zealand have roots in Western methodology, therefore not engaging with Māori patients effectively enough. As a country, Aotearoa must adapt the methods used for different cultures within healthcare settings.
Ways that Te Whare Tapa Whā may improve health outcomes for Māori and mental well-being. New Zealand is a very culturally diverse country, therefore there are different models of health to accommodate this. Te Whare Tapa Whā is one of these that promotes cultural safety within a healthcare environment. Cultural safety is highly important to establish in the healthcare settings, as it is about being equal to others no matter the ethnicity, and to provide equal care with respect to all cultures. Cultural safety is implemented to protect patients who may feel discriminated against or feel irrelevant to others because of their culture. It also is important to establish so that patients of one culture don't miss out on the same opportunities as patients of another culture. Te Whare Tapa Whā is a Māori health model that can be used when caring for someone who has different beliefs, morals, and priorities. Te Whare Tapa Whā improves mental well-being through implementing cultural safety, establishing what is important to a patient through goal setting, and how they prioritise the different aspects of their life. Setting goals using Te Whare Tapa Whā is also a way to create connections to others that will aid in a person's recovery. A healthcare professional will establish all these things with a patient when caring for them, to understand their patients better and to care for them in a culturally safe way. If someone's physical, spiritual, or familial health is at risk, their mental well-being may be at risk too. Changes people go through can affect the way they cope or can affect their general lifestyle, causing them to struggle and want to feel normal again. Te Whare Tapa Whā is implemented to help care for a patient and consider how they would react to change.
The impact of colonisation and the westernised practices within healthcare that were brought with it have been detrimental to Māori health. This is reflected in health statistics of mental health patients today. Māori are overrepresented within these statistics and are being failed by the current health system that exists within New Zealand. A shake-up in how our health system operates to align our current providers with Māori health models would have the potential to successfully reach and treat far more Māori with mental health needs. A Māori-specific approach, such as Te Whare Tapa Whā, of early intervention, all-encompassing, culturally safe treatment goals for patients and whānau is needed for the future. Tingia te ururua kia tupu whakaritorito te tupu o te harakeke. Set fire to the overgrown bush and the new flax shoots will spring up.
There is an obligation to be part of a biomedical bioscience approach, but also to expert enough to know what underpins Maori knowledge. These are two bodies of knowledge which are different. You can't explain one by using the arguments of the other. Sir Mason Jury.